Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We've got the D Reaper, we've got Chaos Gauntlemon helping us out, and we are continuing through opening up this box of Versus Royal Knights. So I did some sorting in between videos, and so far I think we're only missing one common and two uncommons before we have all of those. I was hoping we'd have all so that I could just skip past them, basically, just name them off, but we got to keep looking. We got Repamon, Proto-Gizmon, Gladiemon, Lilamon, Porcupamon, Bishop Chessmon, Shajinmon, King Edamon. This is one of the ones that we were missing. 13 play costs, 5 Digivolution costs from black or yellow, 12,000 DP. Digivolve 4 from level 5 with Edamon or Sukamon in its name. All turns once per turn. When another Digimon with Edamon or Sukamon in its name is deleted, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3,000 DP and security attack -1 until the end of your opponent's turn. Opponent's turn. All of your Digimon with Edamon or Sukamon in their names gain blocker and can't be returned to the hand or deck. I mean, I like this guy. This seems like a good step up from the Edamons that we've had previously. Just giving all the Edamons and all the Sukamons the ability to block, and they can't be returned to hands, which means they have to be deleted. Like, that's not terribly hard, but it stops some playstyles. So I do like this guy a lot. May have to look into building an Edamon deck soon, because that is pretty interesting. Jumbo Gamemon, Salamon. We got Dynastamon. Nice. Last time we pulled Lord Nightmon, so here's our counterpart from this series. 10 play costs, 3 Digivolution costs, 11,000 DP. On player, when Digivolving, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 2 cards with Lucamon in their names, or the Royal Knight trait among them to your hand. Trash the rest. Your turn. When you play a Digimon with Lucamon in its name or the Royal Knight trait, delete all of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. That's kind of brutal. Like, I like it. Like, I understand it's just champions. It's not that bad. But if your opponent's trying to rebuild and you just play down a Digimon and just delete all their stuff, that is good. It has to be said that they have to be either Lucamon or Royal Knight, and it's only level 4 or lower, so there's a little bit there, but I definitely like him. And we got King Chessmon. He's a 13 play cost, 4 Digivolution cost from yellow or black, 11,000 DP, is dual color yellow-black. Digivolve 3 from a level 5 with Chessmon in name. When you would play this card from your hand, if you have 8 or more Digimon cards with Chessmon in their names in your trash, reduce the play cost by 8. On play, when Digivolving, by deleting one of your Digimon, you may play one Digimon card with Chessmon in its name other than King Chessmon from your hand without paying the cost. I'm liking everything that this one is doing. Because basically it's helping with some of the other stuff where you get to play him out from your hand. Instead of a 13, he becomes a 5 cost. He is level 6, so I don't think he works with Pawn Chessmon, but that's still some good synergy going there that I like. So yeah, I think that means that we got the one unknown uncommon. I don't know which common we're missing. The other uncommon we're missing is the red Digi-Egg. So hopefully we'll pull that. It'd be a shame if we pulled an entire box and did not get him. We got Rook Chessmon, Galgamon, Sunflowmon, Darugamon, Falcomon, Aquilamon, Kamemon, Mach Galgamon, Kiranmon. We were just talking, yes, Pinamon. Awesome. So now we've got all of the Digi-Eggs. He has on deletion, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 2,000 DP or less. That is pretty terrible. Unless you've got something that can up that DP effect, like again, the Galamon I keep talking, where it would change it from a 2,000 to a 4,000, and even then, that's not great. I would not use this one. We got another Jessamon. 11 play cost, 3 Digivolution cost, 11,000 DP. On player, when Digivolving, choose any number of your opponent's Digimon so that their DP total is up to 6,000 and delete them. For each of your other Digimon, add 2,000 to the maximum this DP-based deletion effect can delete. All turns, for each of your other Digimon with Sistermon in their name or Royal Knights traits, all of your Digimon get plus 1,000 DP. Again, I don't play a Jessamon deck. I don't play a Royal Knight deck because that's fairly new with this set. So I don't know how good this is. It doesn't seem overall great to me, though. And we got Examon. 14 play cost, 4 Digivolution costs from green or blue, 14,000 DP. He is green-blue. DNA Digivolve from 2 level 6, 1 green, 1 blue. On player, when Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. That Digimon doesn't unsuspend during your opponent's next unsuspend phase. All turns, once per turn, when an opponent's Digimon becomes suspended, you may activate one of the effects below. Suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, or unsuspend one of your Digimon. Again, I like how this one works with the green playstyle. It is green. But I like the idea of putting it in a Royal Knight deck with King Drazel, because you could like plop 4 of these out, and then they attack with 1. You activate 4 of them, and you just stall their entire side. It would end up being kind of a one-sided... what is it? The Dark Door from Yu-Gi-Oh! Where it's each player may only attack with 1 monster? Kind of be like that, but only for your opponent. Of course, they'd have to take them out, but it would be slowed down as they would only be able to use option cards or tamer cards at that point. Because attacking with 1 Digimon, like you can keep them unsuspended, and they would just attack with 1, and you would just suspend the rest of it. We got Tesla Jellymon, Dorumon, Bao Huckmon, King Sukamon. Again, I like that artwork. Chromon, Mikemon, Rise Greymon, Garudamon, Miki Kurosaki and Megumi Shinrakawa. Sure, I butchered that. There are 4 play cost. On play, you may play 1 Digimon card with Pawn Chessmon in its name from your hand without paying the cost. All turns, when you play 2-color black and yellow Digimon, by suspending this tamer, draw 1 card and gain 1 memory. Security, play this card without paying the cost. Alright, so we've got the Chessmon tamers. That's great. I also think that this means that we have all the commons and the uncommons now. We should have them. I must have miscounted. I thought that we were missing a common. We were missing 3 uncommons. So yeah, going to be using Chessmon decks, not too much else. Miharamon, Pawn Chessmon, 3 play costs, 1 Digivolution cost from black or yellow, 1,000 DP, blocker on deletion. If it's your opponent's turn, you may play 1 level 3 or lower Digimon card with Chessmon in its name from your hand without paying the cost. If you have 8 or more Digimon cards with Chessmon in their names in your trash, add 2 to the maximum level of this card's effect can play. No inherited effect. Again, alright, especially for the Chessmon. And we got Mirage Galgamon. 12 play cost, 4 Digivolution cost, 12,000 DP, has evade. When this Digimon would be deleted, you may suspend it to prevent the deletion. When Digivolving, return 1 of your opponent's tamers to the hand. All turns, once per turn, when an effect adds cards to your opponent's hand, you may play 1 Thomas H. Norson from your hand without paying the cost. I like this guy. This guy seems pretty good. The fact that he can be suspended to stop his deletion. When Digivolving, he returns a tamer to your opponent's hand. Sorry, Gallantmon. is real good to me because you could, like, if they've, again, I love that if you have 2 memory or less, set your memory 3, but you can't overwhelm your deck with those, so you'd really only play 1 or 2. So if your opponent only has 1 out, you play this guy out, you pop it back to their hand, you try and mess with their memory by ending your turn with only 1, and they don't get to bump that up to 3 because you popped that back to their hand. I like what this guy does. Seems good. And we got the last pack this video. Let's see what we can pull. Because we now got the full common and uncommon. We got Lamort, Jellymon, Platinum Sukamon, Huckmon, Astamon, Loader Leomon, Knight Chessmon, Gyromon, Vulcan Crusher, Kapurimon, another Belphemon Sleep Mode, 11 play cost, 3 Digivolution cost, 11,000 DP, Digivolve 1 from Belphemon Rage Mode. On player, when Digivolving, by placing 1 Belphemon Rage Mode from your trash as this Digimon's top Digivolution card until the end of your opponent's turn. This Digimon can't attack and isn't affected by your opponent's effects. Opponent's turn, once per turn, when an opponent's Digimon attacks by trashing 2 cards in your hand, end the attack. I like some of the stuff that this one does. The trashing cards from your hand, I'm not a big fan of, but because so many purple cards have effects that proc when they are discarded from a card effect, I like that a lot. And we got Leopardmon Leopard Mode. Very nice. We pulled Leopardmon earlier, so like to get the counter so that we can see what he does. A 12 play cost, 4 Digivolution cost, 12,000 DP. Digivolve 1 from Leopardmon. When Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon until the end of your opponent's turn. One of your opponent's Digimon doesn't unsuspend. When attacking, by suspending one of your other Digimon, unsuspend this Digimon. End of your turn, trash the top card of this Digimon and unsuspend all of your Digimon. Okay, so Leopardmon only works for a turn. Like you could attack, suspend something, unsuspend him, and you can keep doing that as many Digimon as you have, because that, when attacking, is not once per turn. So if you got 5 Digimon, other than this one, you could suspend each of them at the end of the attack, sorry, to have him attack again. And because of the end of the turn, he goes away, but he unsuspends all of the Digimon on your side of the field. That's great. So if you need a bunch of blockers, you can just have this guy swing in for big DPS against the security stack. And then he unsuspends when he's deleted at the end of the turn, which is great. Definitely like that one. Let me know what you guys think. Is that Leopardmon worth playing? I think it might be interesting to play. Leave a comment down below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a good old thumbs up. If you haven't, please do subscribe. I really do appreciate it. It really does help the channel. I so much want to get to those 200 subscribers. And as always, until then, I will see you next time.